Hello! It's Stream. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing good. Look, it's exactly where we left off last time. We have just got Drampa. Pretty cool, huh? I'd say so. Our new dragon. Anyway, hello Bobby, hello Ginger, welcome to Stream. So, we are now, I actually haven't updated this in OBS yet. We're now on C. C. There we go. So we're going to be starting C now. Might as well resume this. Why is your noodle beige? It is shiny Tramper. Shiny Tramper. Shiny. Oh, and actually it's orange. Anyway. We're going over to C. And where is C, you may ask? Well, first of all, I gotta drop off F. Let's put F away in here. There we go. So C, I'm going for Clawitzer or Clauncher, which will be in Wild Zone 11. So, let's see how it goes. So basically what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be running into Wild Zone 11. I'm going to be running down here, spawning in all of those guys, all these Clauncher, all these Clawitzer, and then I leave. And then we start it again. That's all we got to do. The creature. Diagonal would be a cool one, but I wanted to go for something in Lumio City. And Clauncher's a shiny I always wanted to get. It's just, I've never really had a game that it's been available in. Because I had, oh that's an Alpha Stumpus, scary. Because I had Y, so Clauncher was an X exclusive. And I think when it next showed up again, I can't remember when it next showed up again, I just remembered that it was, again, a version exclusive. And I did not have access to it. Oh yeah, we sometimes get a Gyarados spawning. Anyway, we're looking for Clauncher or Clawitzer. Scrub is baby. I like Scrub, but I really like Clauncher. Like, I'd say I'd prefer Clauncher and Clawitzer over Scrub and Dragalge. Is it Dragalge or Dragalge? It might be Dragalge. But anyway, we're not guaranteed to get a Clauncher every time. Well, for the most part we are. The Clawitzer is definitely there, but it, as you've been able to see, it goes between Gyarados and Inkay as well. So, we'll see if we can get it. G. E. English is weird. A G can be pronounced like a J. Who thought of such things? Not Goofy? Do I look like Goofy to you? Or I'm going Goofy? Oh, sorry. Do I look like... You know, never mind. I was going to say a really stupid thing. I was going to say Goofy like with a J noise, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. I won't give you the satisfaction. Woohoo! Oh. Inkay more like Yakni because it's Inkay backwards. Get it? I am more tired today than I thought I was going to be, I'm not going to lie. I was like, okay, I'm going to have enough energy by the time I want to stream. I get to doing stream, and I'm sitting there looking at the starting soon screen, and I'm like, ooh, I don't have as much energy today. I don't know why. I had a long, stressful day at work yesterday, so that's probably why. I had a minor annoyance happen just before I started stream. So it's a very minor annoyance. Twisted upside down. Speaking of day, you reminded me to add 2 songs to playlist. To your playlist? I don't have the playlist request anymore. I mean, I can listen for recommendations, but they are not guaranteed to be added. Ah, your own. Gotcha. Now I know. Oh, wow. Thank you, Discord. That's really nice. I went to go click on a DM to, because I was just going to respond to someone really quick. And Discord, despite me visibly clicking on it, did not change over to the right DM tab. So cool. Discord's been getting, like, more and more issues as time goes on. It really feels like that it's going to slowly go the way Skype did, which is a shame. Because I've liked Discord. I like that it's had better functionality than Skype, but yeah, it's having some issues. Why are you so self-centered? What do you mean? You didn't specify which playlist. Also, hello, Michelle. You're shiny hunting and didn't see the notif. But don't worry, you've not missed anything. All we have done is just come over here and start. Our C that we're going for is for Clauncher/Clawitzer. So, we're just running through Wild Zone 11, and we're going to check it out. Screw that. Don't let my stream stop you from hygiene. It was every night, every night and night rather than day by Exit. Are those 2 different songs, or is that just one very long song title? Two different, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say, that'd be a really long song title if it was every night and night rather than day. That'd be a cool song title, but it'd be very long. There's not really a character limit on song titles, but I'm curious if, like, someone's put in a song title that long. I guess it doesn't do as well for searchability. SEO is important for song titles now for streaming. The night in every night isn't capitalized, so you didn't do it in the message. Ah, gotcha. And don't worry, there's plenty long K-pop song titles. Oh, goody. I'm glad that K-pop is keeping up the spirit of having long song titles. I guess it's a bit like how there's some anime that have, like, stupidly long titles that are basically sentences. Yeah, so close to the last letter now. It is... What was that? Oh, I guess I scared off first Pidgey. Pidgey does spawn there. Yeah, we're really close to the last letter now. We're literally on the final 3. If luck goes well, we could finish this today. You know? I'm hoping so. I'd like to get this video edited and out. I got some time next week. So, we shall see how that goes. But we gotta get lucky first. You're gonna say in my next stream that you were looking forward to watching and chilling. Ah, but now you're here, watching and chilling. The Korean titles for a lot of TXT songs are very long. Autism be like that. Not to you, Bobby, but I mean... Reading Michelle's message. Ah, I pinned. You know what's one thing I've seen? Oh, it's nighttime. You like routine? Yeah, that's fair. Routine's good. I would like routine, but my job does not allow me to have a routine, so I have a very spontaneous routine instead. Although I do like to do things by strict timings sometimes. I'm stuck. I have a coffee in one hand. I'm trying to play with the other. Where's my guy going? Up the stairs? Nuh-uh. We're going back to the start. For example, their song Crown is... One day horns grew out of my head when translated. That is pretty long. But it's also a pretty fluent title. It's okay, I appreciate you streaming every time. Thank you. Oh, I'm getting stuck. I gotta learn to actually walk though. Oh, there's a hyperspace right there. Ah! Big flat fish. Scary. I keep missing the stairs by like a fraction. I keep getting sliding on like slippery mud. Don't want that. We put streamer in our silly Tupperware. I'm a meal you take on the go. I'm a lunchbox. Well, I'm not a lunchbox. I'm in a lunchbox. I wonder if we get more Inkay at night. It doesn't look like it though. Something that you never understand is when song titles have parts in parentheses when that part is always a direct part of the lyrics. I understand why they do that. It's because it's like the key lyric of the song, so people search it up, even though that's not what they want the song title to be. That's how people are going to search it. It's strictly for SEO, search engine optimization. It's like, for example, Biffy Clyro's Many of Horror. Most people, when you say Many of Horror, they will not know what the song is. But if you say When We Collide, then people will know what that is, and are like, oh, that's the song that that X Factor winner sang, isn't it? You know, because it's called Many of Horror, and then in parentheses When We Collide, because When We Collide is what people typically would search for that song. But like, Don't Fear the Reaper, the lyrics never just go the Reaper. It's always Don't Fear the Reaper. Yeah, it's because search engine optimization. People search the whole phrase rather than just the title. That video is so good. Oh, thank you. I had fun with that one. I am putting Spore on the back for a little bit though. I did a lot of Spore back to back. It was fun to do, but I don't want to overdo it. Next Spore, I got ideas for what I want to do for next Spore, but I want to focus on shiny hunting for a little bit. Because Light and I were talking about this with my channel the other day. We were going through what videos I uploaded recently, and we noticed I've not really uploaded a whole lot of shiny hunting. Like, I uploaded that Rare Trevenant, which isn't exactly... It was a good hunt, but it's not exactly the most showman-like. On the bright side, Z to A, I imagine, is probably going to be a bit more appealing than a Rare Trevenant. We shall see. I hope people watch it, though. I've noticed since the A came out, views have gone down drastically. I think it's partly because of that issue that we're bringing. I bring up a few times. Everyone just goes through and tries to speedrun everything and do everything as soon as they can, rather than, like, you know, do something cool and try and one-up each other every single time. I think that's kind of put off a lot of people. But I'm gonna still kind of... I still want to try and do my own shiny hunts, you know? I'm enjoying this Z to A a lot. Spore feels underrated. It's a strange feeling, because first of all, it's my most popular series, but on the other hand, I agree. It feels very weird me saying this, but I feel like it's gonna sound really egotistical, but I feel like my whole channel is very underrated, and that's mainly because I have a lot of people keep on telling me I'm underrated, and I'm like, maybe they're right. And then I watch like a channel that has like 50,000 subscribers, and they put in like less effort into everything, and I'm like, wow. I would love to be in their position, considering I sometimes put in more effort. Bonus Trevenant is cool. You didn't know about this until you saw the video. I didn't know about it until I believe it was Ginger that brought it up. It was either Ginger or Light that brought up the reason why I had a Trevenant in Wild Zone 15, because I didn't know why. Ginger mentioned, Ginger summoned. Spore is great, but it's so 2000s. That's perfect. It's the perfect vibe. Early 2000 vibes are really cool when it's chill vibes. There are a lot of other vibes going on in the early 2000s, but chill vibes were so good in the early 2000s. You haven't seen a lot of people talk about Spore. Yeah, Spore is still pretty niche. It has a dedicated following, but it's definitely way past its prime time. I played it a lot though. So 2000s in the sense that people don't talk about it and younger folks don't know about it. True. Everyone talks about the 90s and then the 10s, and no one talks about the noughties. I gotta keep an eye out for if I'm spawning in any shinies on the other side of the bank, by the way. Because look, those guys spawn in. Keep an eye out. Another Maxis gem that was lost. Yeah, it's a shame. EA kind of screwed over that game heavily. Because they forced them to release it sooner, and it caused them to drop a lot of features that ended up making demos more ambitious than the final product, which is a shame. Which, you know, common EA strikes again. Eel. You really need to play it again because you don't remember anything about it. It's definitely it's fun. I remember when I played it as a kid, I never bothered going past Tribal Stage because to me it was the most fun stage. Like, I went all the way to Space Stage on my first save file, and I just didn't enjoy it. So I stuck in Tribal Stage on every other save I did afterwards, which is also why, a little lore fact about me, that's why in every Spore video that you see, I'm making things that work in Tribal Stage. Because Tribal Stage was my favorite mode, and I want these creatures to show up as early as possible, really. As early as they can during my favorite mode, so like when you're exploring around, seeing all the different species. Yeah, the walkie-about stages are the best. That's why I like Tribal so much. You could walk around, you could interact with other species, you can make friends, enemies, find the rogues, find the epics. Dude, finding epics was so cool. I wonder if anyone's found an epic of one of my Pokemon. I remember I did once, not on this, but I got a, on my old computer, I had a personal Spore save file, and I made a massive fly, like a massive housefly, and then that ended up becoming an epic when I was messing around in tribal mode. It was really funny to see. Because it's just a massive housefly just walking around my world. I'm like, what am I meant to do with this? It's a big housefly. It was terrifying. It had the bug eyes and everything. Sacrifice to the gods. I had to team up with a rogue, I think, to kill it. Guys, can you believe it? We're like 20 minutes into stream and we've had no shiny. This is proof that the game is broken. No shiny in 20 minutes. How sad. can see that Gyarados from quite far away. I'm still confused about how the rendering works. Maybe it's size related. But shinies and alphas always seem to be visible from further away. But that Gyarados was pretty visible. Before the launcher in front of it too. Unless I just didn't see the launcher. It is blue on blue. That's very possible. You know what? I probably just didn't see the launcher. Yeah, I just didn't see the launcher. By the way, that guy fell in from the sky. You bet it's a QOL thing just for this game. I believe so as well. I definitely think that alphas on alphas and shinies being more visible at further render distances when in wild zones is absolutely a intentional quality of life thing, because those are going to be the types of Pokemon you're looking out for. Like, if you want to, like, oh, I want to go find an alpha, and you're walking towards a wild zone, it's going to be the first thing you want to see. You don't want to see like a regular Pokemon first. You want to see an alpha, or you want to see a shiny, so that if you're walking past but you don't intend going inside, you can just walk past and you'd be like, oh, there's a shiny in here, and you go and collect it. I think it's a really cool decision, and it's absolutely intentional. Unless you want tiny things. Hey, that comes around to my runt idea. My runt Pokemon concept. Blue Boom Blue, shout out to MLM. No, we do not shout out MLMs. Oh, you started on a regular alpha and shiny living deck, so it's a bonus. Nice. Oh, other kind of MLM. I don't know the other kind of LMM. I'm sorry. You know something interesting I found out today? Streamer being homophobic in June? No, I'm not being homophobic. I just don't like the multi-level marketing schemes, aka scams. Pyramid schemes, I'm not a fan of those. I don't know the other MLM. Happy Pride Month, everyone. A men loving men, you silly. Ah, I see. I did not know that acronym. Oh, that's why you said blue on blue. I'm not gonna lie, I thought MLM was gonna be like a K-pop group and Blue on Blue was one of their songs. I thought you were gonna be referencing that. This is Blue on Blue by MLM. ZB1 does not have a song like that. Not yet. I gotta continue keeping an eye out. I should go over to the other side at some point, just to make sure that there's no shiny there. Although we could always check at the end of the hunt. We don't need to check right now. Not ever. Oh yeah, we're listening to Minecraft music right now. New Minecraft update dropped today. They have added sulfur cubes. I forgot that that was today. But yeah, sulfur cubes are now in the game, which seem like they have pretty fun functionality. I personally don't think I'm going to be using them too much, but it's something that's in the game now. And hopefully soon we will start seeing snapshots for the next update, which is going to be adding autumn forests, which I'm really looking forward to. I've been wanting more colorful forests for ages. I'm hoping that there's more to that update though than just that. Oh, and they're also adding wool stairs and wool slabs, which is going to be very handy. You saw Gyuven was I'm absolutely butchering these names, I'm sorry. But was hosting Inkigeo, so he must have re-debuted already. No clue what the state is for the other members. Oh, Terraria has other... Yeah, I've seen that with Terraria. I've played Terraria a fair bit too. I really like that Terraria had that. Like, the trees would change so much. And you could bring those colors over to different biomes as well. It wasn't biome dependent. I appreciate that Minecraft's adding new colored leaves, but it's always been a thing I've wanted for a while. The first set of new colored leaves, by the way, was only like a year ago, something like that, when they added the pale wood. That was the first time we got leaves that weren't green. Because everywhere you'd go, otherwise, those leaves from Minecraft would always be green and then slightly adjusted based on what biome they are, that they're in. Because there would be biomed terrain colors. And then 2 years ago, when they added the creeking and the pale forest, Minecraft added pale oak, which... Oop, I hit the button. Bad. They added pale oak, which has permanently white leaves. So you'd have white leaves everywhere, which is really cool. I really like the pale forest. It's very rare, though, unfortunately. And now, that with the next update, they're going to be adding poplar trees, which have either red, yellow, or orange leaves, and their wood type is a warm gray. That's the one thing I really like about Minecraft, though, is that I like each tree has different wood types, and they are trying to add more. I still think they need to go back to revisit the azalea trees, though. Because azalea trees in Minecraft are just oaks with different trees, and I think that is such a huge misstep. I think azalea should have its own wood type, rather than just being an oak subsidiary. So you got to be going down my Minecraft trees rabbit hole. I am oddly passionate and knowledgeable about Minecraft trees. I really like Minecraft trees. Like, whenever I played modded Minecraft with my friends, the one thing I would always do, without a doubt... okay, I would always do two things. First of all was, if there were dinosaurs in the mod, I would collect dinosaurs. And if I would... and if there wasn't any dinosaurs, or if I've already had enough with dinosaurs, I would try and collect every single type of tree that there is in that mod pack. And that would lead me to having like 20 trees sometimes. I'd just have a collection of them. Do my acacia speech? What do you mean acacia speech? I don't have a speech about acacia. Oh, unless you're talking about like how painful it is to chop down, because it always goes out like sideways. And how the drop rate for saplings is surprisingly lower. Or are you talking about Baobab? Because Baobab is meant to be... Baobab's one of the not rejected, it was one of the losers for the mob vote. So there's a mob vote, not mob vote, there was a biome vote that they did back when they used to do votes. They don't do them anymore, thank goodness for that, because it was always awful to see. Because you see all these cool ideas and then they're like, okay, we're only going to do one, and Twitter has to choose. But one of them was to revamp the savannah, and in that savannah revamp, it would include Baobab trees. And Baobab trees would be massive. Like, if you've ever seen Baobab trees in real life, I've not seen them in real life, but if you've seen pictures of them, they are huge. They are massive trees. And they would have given us an awesome red wood type as well. It would have been really good. But unfortunately, we lost. We did... on the sad part, for that biome vote, it was the choice between 3 biomes, 2 of which had new trees. So the winner was... What was the winner? The winner was... I might be confusing them together, actually. I'm trying to remember what the winner was now, actually. I think I'm mixing them up. Because there were 2 biome votes. But I remember the swamp lost as well, and the swamp ended up getting added into the game anyway as a future update, which is where we got frogs from. No, I'm lying. The swamp won. Yeah, the swamp won. The swamp won, and that's how we got frogs. Yeah, right? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look this up. But regardless, what the swamp revamp was mangrove trees. And we eventually got those into the game because of the swamp revamp. So I'm really hoping that they eventually add in Baobab. I mean, they never said that, like... They actually did say that the losing biome votes would eventually be added to the game. So I guess it's just a matter of time. Hopefully soon. I'm kind of hoping that this next update is not just for the Autumn Forest, because they did say there's more to be announced for it. Because they did actually announce... They didn't show this off on Minecraft Live for some reason. But they have a temporary bed now as well. Like a straw bed that is... supposedly single use, or it's just it doesn't. Well, they said it's a consumable, but it doesn't reset your spawn, which is a massive feature. So there's a lot more coming to the next update, but I'm hoping that it's more than just this autumn forest. I'm hoping it's like a revamp of multiple forests. Because another thing was that they didn't show off there was a new mushroom type as well. Because we saw it during a preview, but they just didn't bring attention to it. So there's going to be a new mushroom type that grows on trees, which is going to be really nice. Again, you got me sidetracked about Minecraft trees. I've been missing chat. You've seen them in Subnautica. Oh, baobabs? Nice. You love your old trees and flowers, so Legends EA is your dream come true because of the realistic plants. Oh, of how realistic the plants look. Yeah, the plants look really good in this game. I like how there's trees that are just... Oh, rainbow. Happy Pride Month. I like how, you know, there's trees that are different colors to the rest, because not every tree is going to be the exact same color. Most species are in Africa, but there's a few in Madagascar, and I think there's one species in Australia. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta BRB real quick. I'll be back in a second. I just gotta sort something out real quick. Oh, BRB. Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had completely forgotten I had washing. So, I've just thrown that into the dryer. Right, let's continue, shall we? What's wood ear? You really want to try wood ears? You've heard that they're tasty. Is that like a snack from trees? Why are the rabbits doing a Splatoon? Oh, the rabbits, like Rayman rabbits. And you found out Australian species of baobab is just called a boab. Huh. Oh, wooded mushrooms. Yeah, that's what they're adding to Minecraft. I see now. I didn't put that together. Thank you. Thank you for the welcome back. Okay, we're gonna see how far we can get today with this. Hopefully we can get C today. Maybe B, maybe A, and finish it all. That'd be great if we could. I don't have as much time today, though. I mean, I got time, but I've started stream fairly late into the day because it is a weekday after all. Yeah, we are very close. I'm a type of mushroom. I am a fun guy after all. Sorry. I made a joke against my better judgment. No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Fire pit for me? No! I'm going to burn. Boiled in oil? I'm being oiled in boil. No! Look forward to my streams so I can make bad jokes. We love awful puns. Let me in, thank you. I am very curious to see what we get first. Because there is Stunfisk on the other side that we can't see at the moment, but they do spawn there. We'll definitely have to check it after we get the launcher. Because yeah, there's a Stunfisk there. We can tell from here it's not shiny at least. You're gonna laugh if I get a Stunfisk. Yeah, if I get another Stunfisk, considering I got one in the Wild Zone challenge. If I get another one, that'll be really funny. Steez. Sun's getting low already. There's an alpha down there. Yikes. You watched that video and didn't realize you hadn't finished it yet? Ah, it feels bad. No, did I just spoil what I got in Wild Zone 11? Did I spoil my own video? I ruined it. Oh, you finished it last night? Never mind. Saved. No spoiling. Only true thing. You want to watch more kaiju movies? I need to watch more as well. I still haven't seen Kong Skull Island and all the Kong Godzilla movies. I gotta watch some older stuff as well. You know, I also really want to watch Shin Godzilla. I keep hearing Shin Godzilla is really good, and I just not got around to watching it yet. I saw Godzilla -1 though. I liked -1 a lot. Shin Godzilla is fun. I've heard it's a good one. I should watch Singular Point. Is that the anime? If that's the anime one, I watched the first one, and I didn't really like it. Oh, it's not? Okay. You know they're remastering a Godzilla game. Yeah, the Netflix anime movie trilogy really sucks. I watched the first one, and it was painful. I did not bother with the other two. But they're remastering the Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee game. You know, the one from the GameCube where it's basically an arena fighting game of the Godzilla universe kaijus. They're porting that over to Steam. Well, they're remastering it. Which is, I'm looking forward to that. I might get that game. I think it's called Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to double check. There's definitely a lot of remasters lately, but hey, it's a game I was interested in to begin with, so... It's a game I was interested in and never got around to playing, so hey. I mean, by all means. The novelization of the anime movie trilogy is way better. What came first, by the way? Was it the novelization or the actual movies? Was it one of those that novelized the movies after they came out? I always found it weird when they did that. Movies were first, I see. I always found it a little strange, I guess, translating it to another medium. I remember as a kid I saw that with the Phantom Menace. I found a Phantom Menace book which novelized everything. Books are usually better than movies. My Side of the Mountain movie sucks. You guys want to hear my extremely hot take? As a kid, I went to go see How to Train Your Dragon. That movie disappointed me because it was nothing like the book. I read the first 3 books of How to Train Your Dragon, and I really liked the books. Went to go watch the movie, and nothing like it. Absolutely nothing. Toothless is completely different. Like, in the books, Toothless is small and genuinely has no teeth. In the movies, Toothless is massive, has hidden teeth, is the most powerful dragon of them all, whereas Toothless is meant to be the runt and also a little bit of an asshole. Yeah, it was so different. To me, it wasn't recognizable, and I found it really disappointing. All they did was transfer, but I would say they transfer the concept. Not even the concept was the same. The whole point of How to Train Your Dragon was Hiccup going through the stages of getting a dragon and training it, because training a dragon was already standard in the culture before Hiccup was born. Everyone would get a dragon, everyone would tame it. The point of Hiccup being stuck with Toothless is because Hiccup is too slow and he gets stuck with the runt, and the runt ends up being Toothless. But it ends up being that, like, Toothless has his own uses and all that. He just has a personality to get used to. But it's completely different. All they did was, like, it feels like they read the title, came up with a completely new story, and then just transferred over some character names. You personally love Toothless because he reminds you of a shingleback skink and a Gila monster. Yeah, I like how the movies did Toothless, but it's not the same as book Toothless. On its own, in a vacuum, the movie is really good. But I went in expecting an adaptation of the book, and I got nothing, basically. I got like, hey, we read the title, we know some of the character names, and that is it. There is nothing else. That is where the similarities end. Someone read the title, came up with a completely new story, and then just brought over some character names. And then DreamWorks did its thing and franchised the heck out of it. But I do like how Toothless in the movie acts. Again, in a vacuum. That's my hot take. Whenever I brought it up in the past, people are like, oh, why? You found that movie disappointing? Why? It's so good. And then I'm like, yeah, but it was nothing like the books. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you know what? If you're coming in from that angle, yeah. It's like, it's kind of like when I watched the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. The movies were good. Again, really good in a vacuum. For the most part, the first movie was pretty accurate, actually. But the second movie changed everything a lot. Like the first movie followed the first book really well. Second movie did its own thing, but it was still funny. But it did not follow the books after that. And I liked the first movie, but the second movie I just like. I remember telling my parents to like after we saw that, because I was like, I can't remember how old I was at the time. But I was like, yeah, this movie was good. Nothing like the books. Here's a list of everything that was different, and my parents could not care. Guardians of Gahul movie is good in a vacuum, but the books are better. Yeah, it's like it's sort of the era where Hollywood wanted to do its own thing with every single IP that came in for an adaptation. Thankfully, that's changing. Unless it's like specifically a new continuity. When you get stuff that's coming in for an adaptation, they're a lot more faithful now. I think they've finally heard. But I say that, but then there's a lot of Hollywood directors and showrunners that want to subvert expectations and end up completely ruining a show in the process. Cough, cough, Witcher. I've not watched Witcher, but I've heard like everyone has given up on that show. Game of Thrones, but that's also because they ran out of material. I won't say Minecraft though, because Minecraft have nothing. Minecraft has no story to work with. It's basically. It's still funny how Minecraft movie is an isekai, because it is. It's an isekai. It's very weird to think of it like that. Wolves of the Beyond is a great book series by the same author. Nice! I need to get around to getting back into reading at some point. I got ideas for like what I want to do for my like my own book series, I guess. But because I don't, I feel like I can't really do it unless I actually read books, because I don't know how to properly like pace things out. I can wing it, but also it's a very loose idea at the moment. But it's something I want to try and do at some point. But like, yeah, it's very hard to write down stuff. I keep having like different like plot points in my head. I'm like, ooh, that would be cool, that would be cool. And then like a few days later, I'm like, ooh, but what if this was this instead? But what are the character motives? What are the characters? I keep coming up with situations, but no characters to put these situations in. Curious. Oh, something sparkled. Oh, I see what sparkled. Hello there, Stunfisk. I see you over there. Wait, Slowbro! Alpha Slowbro, hold on, that's an Alpha Slowbro over there. There's two over there. Wait. That's not just Stunfisk. Hold on, we gotta go around the long ways. Hold on, I saw that Alpha Slowbro. Oh, I'm in the wrong part. Hold on, we gotta jump down. Hold on. There's two things there. I guess the Slowbro must have been first. We were too far away. I wasn't paying attention to that side at all. Where was the entrance? It's up here. I can't believe we got an Alpha Slowbro as well. Look at it. Shiny Alpha Slowbro. It's so purple. It's so purple. Let's get you in a heal ball, why don't we? I said let's get... Oh, okay, you're gonna be like... I should probably save. I should probably save before anything tries to flee. Let me save real quick. Let me save. It's so purple. So purple. Actually, hold on. I'll leave. I'll wait for it to calm down. It's getting a bit mad at the moment. There you go. Now it's calm. Use another heal ball. Oh, come on. Please. Whoops. I don't know. Ultra Ball? Oh, Ultra Ball's instantly going to do better, huh? Yep. There we go. I can't believe it's so purple. And there is the Stunfisk. Hello. Thank you for telling me about the Slowbro. Okay, done. I really went the long way around, didn't I? Regardless. Man, that is 2 shinies. 2. Put you there because I caught you after. And let's bring you down. It's so purple. It's really like super purple. Your name is going to be Purple. You're Purple. Purple. And Stunfisk. I don't know. You're an Omen for a Slowbro, so you're just gonna be called Omen. Thank you for letting us know. Omen. All right. Well then, I guess let's head back to Wild Zone 11. Let's do more shiny hunting. That is pretty nice. Double shiny. Nice to get the shiny alpha. I know it's a static alpha, but still, that's cool to get. Also, I should run down here, closer to the water. I'm pretty sure it's a static alpha anyway. I'll need to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's static and not a random chance. Or maybe it is a random chance alpha. It is? Okay, good. Thank you for confirming. We got, yeah, we got 2 shiny so far. Not our target, but hey, at least our shiny luck is working. On the wrong things, but it's working. Seems like our only 2 Pokemon that are shiny so far. But glad to get them when they showed up. I must have just not been looking up there for ages. I'll have to look back through the VOD and see how soon that spawned in. Because it's an alpha, you can see it from further away as well. I guess a shiny alpha even further away? Who knows? It's a mystery. Oh. Perhaps. My stream's lagging? Not on my end. That's going to be your Wi-Fi, I'm afraid. I can tell you right now, my stream is not having any issues. I would get a warning if it was. What's that making all that splashing over there? Ah, it's Clawitzer firing the cannon. I'm a firing my laser. Who remembers that one? Laser collection, anyone? It's crazy how many people don't know that the laser collection was a thing. I remember watching the first 2 when I was a kid. I was like, this is so cool! I also remember when Slendy Tubbies first came out. Early internet was such a weird place. People were just like doing random stuff. The first ever Slendy Tubbies as well. Which, if you didn't know, is Slender but with Teletubbies. It is now on its 3rd game though. Gonna clear the BRB, no worries. I'll just make sure to get my shiny target while you're not here. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see if I actually do. Oh. Daytime. Good morning. No prize medals earned. What? Whoop. I should check if any of the Stunfisk get down that end have been shiny. Well, I mean, there's only like 2 down there, but still, I should check. Yeah, again, that's not my stream. That is your internet. Because if your comment's not sending, then that's because your internet is just it's just not working properly. So it's having trouble downloading my stream and also sending your comment. So not my end, I'm afraid. Yeah, your Wi-Fi has issues. But yeah, I'm just clarifying so no one misinterprets it as my end. Bouncing between 2 and 3 bars. Ooh. Wishing you luck for the shiny. Thank you so much, Toolford. Thank you so much for coming by. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. Correct me if I was wrong, please. Hopefully we can get this. We already got pretty lucky today. We had an Alpha Slowbro. Alpha Slowbro and a Stunfisk, which told me to look up for the Alpha Slowbro, but we got 2 so far today. Not our target. We're going for Clauncher or Clawitzer. But hopefully that shows up soon. I'm saying it correctly? Nice. I can read, yay! Currently doing an alphabet shiny hunt. I'm catching a Pokemon for each letter of the alphabet, but I'm doing it from Z to A because that's the title of the game. ZA. So we're very close to the end. We're on C at the moment, hence why I'm going for Clauncher and Clawitzer. Whoop. I have a sneaking suspicion that there's probably a shiny... Oh, do Pokemon spawn here? Oh, a Magikarp spawns there apparently. And I don't spawn in any Binacle. Okay. I gotta make sure to check that Magikarp every once in a while. I'm also curious if this... There's a Stunfisk over here too, which we can't see at the moment. I'm always curious if that's shiny or not, but considering we got that Stunfisk there from over here, I feel like it is. Sorry, I just got sidetracked because I just realized Slowbro has alpha eyes on its tail as well. I never noticed that before. That's pretty cool actually. I never noticed that it had alpha eyes on its tail as well as its head. I mean, it makes sense. It's a Shelder. But that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot actually. What an attention to detail. Yeah, I literally just noticed that as I looked at it. I didn't notice it as I got it shiny. I guess I was too distracted by it being shiny. That's a cool detail. I had noticed it before where Pokemon with multiple eyes would have, you know, multiple alpha eye spots. It's interesting that they did that there. I guess you don't see many Pokemon with only, like, I guess an odd number of eyes or more than 2 eyes being alpha a whole of the time. Most Pokemon only have 2 eyes, so I can understand why. I guess that is a weird fact about Slowbro. It does have 4 eyes, which is really weird to think about, but Slowbro does have 4 eyes. Slowking has 4 eyes. Yeah, Dragapult. Dragapult's a good one. Dracloak as well. Although you can't see them alpha, because they're not in this game and they're not in Legends Arceus, so I don't know how they do it. I mean, they'd probably do it something similar, where all the mini Dreepy would have, they would have alpha eyes too, right? I imagine they would. You never noticed that either? You love the little things like this. Oh yeah, I love those little attention to details. More games with alphas? Definitely. I think alphas should be a mainstay. Like, even outside of Legends games, I think they should just be permanent. They're so good. You'd love to see alpha for a giraffe? Yeah. That'd be crazy, actually. I wonder how tall it'd get. Probably like alpha Steelix size. Well, I mean, like, not Legends Arceus Alpha Steelix, because that's bugged to be smaller. Model size is meant to be smaller. No, not model size. Summary is smaller than normal ones. But I mean, like, if we go strictly model size, imagine that size for Farigiraf. That'd be good. It'd always be interesting to see, like, I do really hope that they keep alphas around, outside of just Legends. It's a shame that it's currently locked to Legends. I can understand why, but I would like that to change. One of your main gripes with Legends EA is that you can't see how tall your alphas are. Yeah, they changed how the heights work. And I wish alphas were, like, treated as their own size rather than just XL. Because there's a huge difference between XL and alphas. And I wish alphas were, like, they had their own size on the summary. Because you know how it's like, it goes XS, S, M, L, XL? I think after XL should be an A for alpha. Because there's such a huge difference, like a massive one. Because if you watched my video about why I think there should be runt Pokemon in the game, I do show the difference between an XL Noivern and an Alpha Noivern, and it's like double the size. It's crazy how big it is. Yeah, alphas in Legends Arceus were different sizes, but there was also not an exploit, an oversight with alphas in Legends Arceus, because the summary screen that had all the information about heights and such, it was more of a randomizer, and then it was also applying a multiplier, but the multiplier was different depending on the species. And because of that multiplier being different depending on the species, there was an oversight with specifically Steelix and Onyx, which made it so that their average size in the summary, the average alpha size would be smaller than a regular non-alpha. I tried going for one stream because I wanted to get it for that video, but I decided not to in the end. I felt like that part was a little out of place. Yeah, it is really cool. I do want to try and go for that again at some point. I remember I uploaded that VOD to my VODs channel, and I got like a really angry comment. It's like, first of all, this is impossible. Alphas are always going to be larger. Here's this, this, and this. This is a waste of time. This guy knows this, and he's like abusing your time. I'm like, first of all, this is a VOD. This is not like a 2-hour video you should watch through. It's a VOD. And secondly, it is possible because it's specifically about the summary. And the guy was like, oh yeah, but the model is always larger. I'm like, it's not about the model. It's about the summary saying that the alpha is smaller than a regular one. That's the funny bits. That's the hoo-has. I was thinking of trying to see if I could get like a... It'd be cool if I got a shiny Alpha Onyx that I could make. I think if I evolve it into a Steelix, it's always going to be shorter because of how the multiplier works. So if I get like an Alpha Onyx and I evolve it, it's going to be shorter, I believe, than like, let's say, a large Steelix. Probably shorter than a normal Steelix, because I believe the multiplier for Steelix Alphas is times 0.95. Which, to clarify what that means, the regular size, the most average a Pokemon size can get is times 1. So that means on average it is 0.05 times smaller. Not 0.0 times 5 smaller. It's smaller by 5%, I should say. Now you're curious about this? Yeah, it's a thing. I think it happens with Onyx and Steelix. I believe it happens with something else as well, but I can't remember what it is. It might be Gyarados? Not 100% sure. But it's strictly a summary screen thing. The models will always be different. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember off by heart. I'm just guessing, to be honest. But I know for a fact Onyx and Steelix are a part of this. Cerebi has a list of all the alpha multipliers for Legends Arceus. If you go through that list, it will tell you what all the multipliers are. Hello everybody, my name is Multiplier. Sorry, I had to. I had to. It was too funny. Excuse me, thank you. Oh. But I just saw red there. Oh, it was probably the Alpha Eyes. I was gonna say, I could have sworn I just saw red. I'm already hallucinating Shiny Clauncher. How dare I? It'd be great if I got the Shiny Clawitzer, by the way. I mean, the last time that we did a Shiny hunt for this challenge that had its evolution share the same first letter as its pre-evolution was Tyrant and Tyrantrum. And we ended up getting the Tyrantrum instead of Tyrant. So, who knows, maybe we could get a Clawitzer. And it is always here. Unlike the Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum was a random chance. We got really lucky on that. But Clawitzer's always there. That was cool. I was not expecting it being the Tyrantrum. I was listening back to that VOD the other day. And, just listening to me, like, stammer as I approached. I was like, it's a Tyrantrum. Like I saw a ghost or something. I'm such a big Tyrantrum fan though. I love that Pokemon. It's so cool. A big T-Rex, yes please. I've been wanting a T-Rex Pokemon ever since I got into Pokemon. Groudon was the closest to that. Groudon was like the dinosaur Pokemon for ages. Even though it wasn't a fossil, for ages it was the dinosaur Pokemon. Then we got Bastiodon and Rampardos, which were a lot more dinosaur-like, but they weren't T-Rex. Yeah, Tyranitar is so cool as well. Tyranitar is... I never really saw it as a dinosaur though, that's the thing. It looks cool, I can see why people say it, to them it looks like a dinosaur. To me, it always looked like a lizard. And I'd love to say it looked like a dinosaur to me, but I can't truthfully say that. Because in my kid head, when I was a kid, Tyranitar was just like, cool. But then when I saw Groudon, I was like, cool dinosaur. And that's how you know. Not sure what it is. It's definitely meant to be a lizard. Because it goes through pupation. which is what Pupitar is. Which, by the way, is pronounced Pupitar, not Puppetar, as I've heard some people call recently. It's Pupitar for pupitation. It's like a, I guess a bug lizard sort of thing, because it starts as a larva, which is what Larvitar is. Then it pupitates, and then it becomes Tyranitar. It's like an in-between. You love Kyogre because you love cetaceans? Yeah, cetaceans are cool. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've only ever seen that word written. But I know what you mean. Orcas are cool. The fact that we have a legendary whale is so cool. I know it's gonna be like, oh, he's nostalgia baiting. He's nostalgia baiting. I love the Gen 3 legendaries so much. Gen 3 legendaries just hit different. I know it's my first generation, so I am nostalgia biased, of course, because it's, you know, the first legendaries that I ever had to deal with. But I really, really like the Gen 3 legends. They hit so good. They're really cool. So nostalgic for 3rd gen. Oh yeah, definitely. The Gen 3 trumpets as well. Can never go anywhere without thinking about the Hoenn trumpets. That sound font was so good. Gen 3 was my only Pokemon gen growing up, by the way. I only had Emerald until until Pokemon X and Y came out. Then I was able to buy it for myself. That's when I got back into Pokemon. But before then, the only Pokemon game I ever played was Emerald. My sister had Heart Gold, and I'd watch her play Heart Gold occasionally. But I only had Emerald. So I spent a lot of time in Hoenn. So much so that my battery dried out, which is a shame, because I can. I mean, I could still shiny hunt in it. I just won't get true RNG. Same seed every time. Oh, came out when you were 13 and you played with your best friend. Nice. Yeah, I remember. I don't remember whether I got Emerald the year it came out or the year after. But I remember it was like the one thing I wanted for my birthday. And my parents put together... they made it a combined Christmas and birthday present because, you know, it costed a fair bit of money. But they still put it together and I was like, this is so cool! I was very happy to have a combined day present to be able to get... Because I didn't have a Game Boy Advance either. I needed a Game Boy Advance and Emerald. So I was really happy having both. You think you mentioned it? Yeah, I think you did mention it before with Gen 3 with your friend. Launcher, where are you? Not here, apparently. I should probably look up there again in case there's any shinies. Fortunately, they stay looted in for quite a while. But it doesn't look like any shinies there. There is a very aggressive Stunfisk. Those guys move quicker than I expected. I will say, though, I was really hoping for Mega Dimension in this game that we got a Mega Rayquaza Z. Because they were really setting up Mega Rayquaza. I was like, oh man, Ansha really wants to see like Rayquaza again. Such a cool Pokemon. And it's like, it's going to be like the final boss of the DLC after Darkrai. I'm like, oh man, what if they introduce like, because they've been hyping up Mega Z, and in the DLC there's only 2. What if the last one is Rayquaza? No, it's not. Try again. That would have been so cool. I was really hoping it would be. Because Mega Ray Quasar, you know, you don't need a Megastone for it. But Mega Ray Quasar Z, if it required a Megastone, I think that could have been really cool. But unfortunately, that did not happen. I would have loved it, though. Again, that's in my list of Mega Evolutions I would have wanted. I still need to make that video at some point. That's going to have to come after I do a few shiny hunts, but I need to plan that a bit more first. It's a shame that that didn't end up being the case, though. I keep looking up there now. Half expecting to see something. That Lumberry scared me. I keep half expecting to see like a shiny Slowpoke up there now. Just chilling, because I don't know how long I went without seeing that shiny Slowbro. So that Stunfisk... Oh, I just saw it. It's not shiny. Okay. I was going to say, that Stunfisk... I don't know if it's shiny or not, because we hadn't seen it. I just saw it. Was not shiny. Oh, you beat the DLC last night. Congrats! It definitely gets a bit grindy towards the end, but I still enjoyed it overall. That being said, I'm not a huge fan of shiny hunting in Hyperspace Distortions. Which is why I've not done exclusively Hyperspace Distortions, despite them being easier. I think Lumio City is much interesting to shiny hunting. It's much more interesting to shiny hunt in. I ruined that sentence initially, but I fixed it now. Hooray. I like this track. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I added some more tracks to my offline playlist. I have about 100 more video game songs, some chill ones, so hopefully the music will be less repetitive as we go. The playlist length is now 15 hours. Beforehand it was around 13. You love this music? Thanks. Yeah, I try to have a very specific vibe for my playlists now. Beforehand, I used to let people submit requests for what they wanted to be added from YouTube into a YouTube playlist. But I felt it started making the vibes too inconsistent. We'd be chilling, and then suddenly we get like Dark Souls boss music. So I decided that it'd probably be better if I instead create an offline playlist. And I have a bunch of songs that will have the same tone. The same sort of like, hey, we're chilling, we're playing a video game together. That sort of tone, you know? So it's a lot of like, good mood music. Good mood and relaxing. Nothing too exciting, nothing too scary or horror or ambience. So that's why you're listening to Moo Moo Meadows right now. Because I think Moo Moo Meadows applies itself to that. That is one of the new tracks, by the way. You approve and appreciate. Yeah, I've had that... I've had this new playlist for a while now. I want to say a good, like, 2 months. The previous one just, like... It just didn't work out as well. It would create too many weird moments. But now I also have different playlists for different moods as well. So if I'm doing something that's a little more exciting, I got songs of more exciting playlists. I got playlists of more exciting songs. Same for like... Well, what else do I have? I think I have some for weird as well. But I got... I mostly have like the chill one, where it's just like good mood music to put in the background. Nothing to distract us from the stream, but enough to make us feel good. Because music helps a lot. People don't appreciate like how much good music adds to a tone. So that's why I have like some chill music. Helps us feel more relaxed, enjoy the journey a bit more, keeps vibes consistent. Even subconsciously, music like dictates how you feel. Music is power, man. This is making you sleepy? Oh no! I mean, it's chill. I mean, to be fair, I don't mind if people fall asleep to my stream, to be honest. I feel like it's nice to have that sort of vibe in your stream where people can just, like, pass out and enjoy hanging around, and then I accidentally wake them up with me yelling at a shiny. What is this Sagat player? Are you playing Street Fighter 6 right now? Is Sagat in Street Fighter 6? I think he is. This guy is playing the big scary Muay Thai fighter, and all they do is spam fireballs. Fighting games, am I right? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then lol. That reminds me, I need to stream Rivals again at some point. The guy isn't even a zoner. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Some people just, like, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile with it. That does remind me, I want to stream more Rivals again. I was thinking, because next week Rivals is going to be at Evo. I was thinking for the last day, because there's going to be a character reveal, I was going to I was thinking of doing another watch party for that. Like, we'd watch the grand finals and watch the character reveal, and then maybe I'd play some Rivals afterwards, depending on the time, of course. I don't know what time it's going to be in my time zone yet. With Evo being in America, it's going to typically be later on in the day for me. Swords nuts. I should. Yeah, I definitely want to. I want to do more Rivals stuff on stream. I do put out the occasional Rivals video, but at the same time, it's like, I want to do stuff on stream, not for the sake of video sometimes. I know this Shiny Hunt is a video. Sometimes things become videos when they're not meant to be. But I definitely enjoy doing things just on stream as well, just chilling. It's nice to just stream sometimes, without, like, a goal of getting footage for a video. I'm 6 hours ahead of you. I want to say, because Evo is happening in Nevada. I don't know how many hours that is, because I don't know where Nevada is, to be honest. I imagine it's in the southwest. I don't know my US geography. So I imagine it might be 7 hours or 8 hours even ahead of me. I don't even know what that says. It's in mountain time. Alright. I'll have to take a look. I don't remember the schedule off by heart, but good to know that it's in mountain time. I imagine Rivals will probably be one of the earlier ones in the day, because it's not as popular as the other main games. 7 hours behind you. Ah, gotcha. Thanks. Yeah, I'll take a look at the timings for that. But I think it'll be fun to watch. Have a watch party going on. Any shiny up there that I should know of? Doesn't look like it. There is a rock I'm slipping on. No shiny down there. It's in the northwest, I see. I was correct about the west, not about the north or southness of it. I did say southwest initially. I thought because it was hot, it was going to be more southern. I thought the southern states were hotter for some reason. I mean, I guess they are, but Nevada is also still hot, I guess. America in general is just a very hot country. Been to every western state except from Nevada, Oregon, and Washington. I was about to say, is Washington in the west? And then I realized I was thinking of Washington, D.C., which I believed is East Coast. I think. No, I don't want to go there. Much hotter than here? Oh yeah, definitely. Although I have heard from some Americans that UK gets more humid. Which does make the heat worse. But still, overall, it is hotter in America. By a long shot. Yeah, dry heat makes it easier to sweat. Definitely. Whereas when it's humid in the UK, it's like... You feel all... Like, everything is just like... All the heat just gets stuck inside your body. Doesn't help that AC isn't common here. Also doesn't help... What shined? What shined? What shined? What shined? What shined? What shined? Hello? Is it up here? There's no way it's in the battle zone. Oh, I gotta save first. Because I don't know what shined. Something shinied. Is it... Oh, there it is. It's a Stunfisk. Over there on the other side. Again, on the other side. Stop spawning over there. I can't reach you. Huh. Yeah, I can't reach you. Ow. I'm getting shot at. Now I gotta go all the way around. I'm gonna go around this way. It seems quicker. Another Stunfisk. And apparently a shiny Floette is here. Okay. Well, I'll take that as well. Shiny Floette, how long have you been there? I guess I have been resetting you as well, huh? Check the summary. I would not have noticed that if it didn't sparkle. I won't lie. You're gonna be Flababby. Flababby. Alright, let's put away Flababby and let's go get that Stunfisk. That Flababe's been there for a while. You're not shiny either, are you? No. Okay, just the red one. I've also not been checking the Magikarp here. But it does not look like it's shiny. Flababby! Where do Babby come from? Alright. Let's get this Stunfisk. Where are you? Again, it was an omen. It was telling me, check your surroundings. There's another shiny nearby. Thank you. A second omen. A third omen. How many? What? Okay. Fine. Give me more Stunfisk, I guess. More Stunfisk. More Stunfisk. Great. Good for me. Perfect. Can't believe it. Right, you are... You are Omen 2, in parentheses, part 1. Ah, I can't fit it. Okay, fine. No parentheses. There you go. You are Omen 2 Part 1. You are Omen 2 Part 2. That's right, we have parts to shinies now. They are twins. They are here together. Ah, I didn't space it. I gotta space it. There we go. Isn't that cool? Well, that was a neat extra few shinies. We're on like phase 6 now, I want to say. 6? 7? Sorry, I got an at. Yeah, the noise it makes, yeah. I was flickering between the two because they made funny noises. I don't know, it makes me wonder if this guy over here is shiny and I can't see it. Because there is one down here. I see it there, it's at the back. It is definitely not shiny. I saw the yellow. Yellow. You love the noise it makes, it's so good. I wish I could spam it, but there's a delay. I have to be on it for a certain amount of time. Oh, you love the noise it makes when it walks as well, yeah. It do be a pancake. It is funny to think how we are, like, already on phase 6. Keep an eye on that Magikarp in case it wants to be phase number 7. Well, in case it wants to be shiny number 6 and push us onto phase 7. No Clawitzer or Clauncher yet, though. We got background flip, baby! And we got a lot of Stunfisk and an Alpha Slowbro. Not a bad start. Wildzone 11 is being pretty generous today. I will say though, I don't think we're going to be finishing this whole alphabet thing today. Unless we get ridiculously lucky and we get all 3 of our targets within like an hour. I doubt we're going to be finishing it today. Which is fine. But I have a good feeling that if we get Clawitzer today, then next stream might be it. Clawitzer or Clauncher. Either is fine, by the way, but I will evolve it into a Clawitzer. Yeah, it's wild that we're almost done. I don't know how long I've been doing this for. I want to say about 3 weeks. But it'd be nice to move on to doing another shiny hunt. Going back to Cobblemon, by the way. Cobblemon I've kind of put on the back burner for the moment. So I could focus on this. But I'd love to get back to Cobblemon. We were making really good progress on that. And I knew exactly where I wanted to continue off from. But that will be a very relaxed stream because it does require a lot of farming. The next episode. Because I do know what I want to do for Cobblemon when we come back. Because I had just found the exact flower I needed to boost the boost my Kilowatt Drill's flying abilities, so that we could travel further. Because what we need to do now in Cobblemon is we need to find structures. We need to find structures for Tumblestone. That is like the key thing that we have to do. And once we get Tumblestone, then I need to find an ancient city, which we found quite a few thanks to the minimap. I won't lie, the minimap helped me cheat a little bit. But it's part of the mod pack. It's the official mod pack. I didn't mean to look at it. I just wanted to set a waypoint and I found a lot of stuff. Sus. Not sus, good. Yeah, Legends Arceus reference. They have... they're about to add alphas into Cobblemon, by the way. But in Legends Arceus, they have Tumblestone, so you can craft the ancient Pokeballs. And I need a lot of Tumblestone. But Tumblestone's very rare. You can only find it in structures. So I'm going to have to do that. But once I do that, I have some other ideas that I want to do for Cobblemon. Because at the moment, my main goal in Cobblemon is to craft one of every Pokeball. I have a way of doing it, even though Master Ball is technically not possible. I have a way of doing it. But, yeah, after I've done that, I have other ideas I want to do. I want Cobblemon to be a long-term thing. Got a bunch of different goals that I want to do in that. So it's going to be a sort of episodic videos in a way. Every Pokeball is going to be the first Cobblemon video, I guess. And then after that, is whatever I decide to do next. I got 2 ideas in my head that I want to do for Pokémon after getting every Pokeball. You wish this game had crafting. Crafting was neat, but I don't know. I've kind of gone off of crafting a lot in games recently. I think Animal Crossing New Horizons put me off crafting because of how, when I played that game at least, the crafting system in that game was not good. Yeah, having to craft everything individually and watch an animation each time, and then also how rare the materials were for how common of a thing you needed, like fish bait. It's still sad that I wasn't a fan of New Horizons. I did not like that game in the end, but we'll see what happens with Animal Crossing in the future. Hey, Plastic, welcome. Hope the animals managed to cross safely. They sure did. I do not hit my animals in Animal Crossing or in real life. You just demolished a Ryu you fought earlier that played really weird and he instantly quit. I love it when like you play so good and then the opponent just like closes out the game. I had that in Rivals of Aether too. I was playing really good, because at the moment my main in that game is Slade. I was playing really good, and my opponent quit. Like, it quit the second that the game was done, to the point where the results screen only had me. It did not have my opponent. It was really funny. Because it means that they just Alt F4'd the game. You managed to accidentally hit level 3 super to finish him off. Oof. Yeah, that is going to push him over the edge. What? Critical art too. Is this, are you talking about Street Fighter 6? I need to get back into playing that game. I played it when it first came out, but I haven't touched it since any DLC. I had a pretty decent Luke at launch, but I never went online with it. I only ever fought Light. And Light said I had a pretty good one, so I trust his instinct. Boom! As Luke would say. You mean Aki? Nice. I don't know anything that she does. But I know she has, like, she's the one with poison fingers, right? Like the spiritual successor to Fang. Luke and his weird, meaty forearms. He's buff! She's his student. Ah, gotcha. I'm getting stuck. There we go. You don't get buff Bulbous in just the forearms. He does special training. It is funny how Luke was like one of the final characters for Street Fighter V, and ended up being like the face, like the poster character for Street Fighter 6. Like he's basically a new character, but people seem to like him. I think it definitely helps that Alex Lee voices him. People love Alex Lee. At least he didn't fall for an NFT scam, losing his entire fortune. True. He just has slightly weird arms instead. That's where all of the fortunes went. Luke and the drunken. Oh, Jamie. Yeah, Jamie. Are meant to be the new shadows. I played a little bit of Jamie as well. I liked how Jamie played. I should try Street Fighter 6 again at some point. I have not installed it on this computer. I got a new computer since I last played it, which for knowledge check, for I guess for a little insight. The last time I played Street Fighter 6 was before I took my year hiatus from streaming in YouTube. So we're talking over 2 years ago since I last played Street Fighter 6, and my last computer could not run it well at all. My last computer was on its last legs. But whatevs. I haven't checked on that for a bit. Trying to see if there's any shiny slowpoke up there. Doesn't look like there is. Let me take another peek. No, there's an alpha, but there's no shiny. Hello. I still need to get around to playing Nina the Hollower. I keep hearing it's a really good game, I just not gotten around to it yet. But also at the same time, I brought this up to some friends recently, that me and my friends should play. There's a new Friendslop game going around. I call it Friendslop because that's what everyone knows it as. But Friendslop is really fun because, you know, fun experiences with friends and all that. But there's a new game going around called Mecha Chameleon, which looks really fun to goof around with. It's basically hide and seek, but you can paint yourself. And I really like the idea. It seems really fun. I've seen a few videos of people playing it. It's a really fun game. It's pretty cheap as well, actually. It's like £5, which is pretty good. But yeah, you just paint yourself. It gives you a good amount of paint tools, and you just try and like act like a chameleon and camouflage. It's one of those games that definitely seems better on a larger scale, though, like a big group. But yeah, it's basically hide and seek, but you're chameleons. Well, you're white stick figures, but you can paint yourself, which makes it really funny. Aki uses Snake Fist Kung Fu, so she gets to be all snaky and contortionist too. Ooh. Yeah, it's a fun game from the looks of it. I have not played it yet though, so I don't know how it would be for me. Because I did try RV There Yet with friends, and we ended up not really liking it. I know there was like some funny moments and all that from YouTube and such, but when me and my friends played it, we didn't really enjoy it that much. Friendslop is fun though. I keep saying Friendslop. Games with friends or designed to be funny with friends are really fun. Like, have a lot of fun going back to Lethal Company with friends, especially with mods. Peak is also really fun. I played a lot of Peak with friends. A lot of funny moments in that. Like, games like that immediately justify the price tag to them. Because it's just fun to goof around with friends and have experiences like that. Among Us 2 had a lot of fun moments with Among Us. I'm stuck. There we go. on Saturday I met up with some friends and we played a game called Nidhogg 2, which I don't know if you heard of, but it's basically a game where you're fighting each other to get to the other side of the screen. So basically, the player on the right wants to get as far left as possible, the player on the left wants to get as far right as possible, and you have to prevent each other from getting as far as you can. And there's like multiple screens that you got to travel between. It's a really fun game. There's a lot of really cool, like, I guess smaller scale party games, which would be like the kind of game I'd like if I was to ever make a video game. It'd be the kind of game I'd want to make. Just have like a funny little party game, stupid moments and all of that. Not anything that's meant to be like a massive scale thing, not like a giant open world game with a story or anything. Just like funny goof around game. Hello, Gyarados. I see you down there. Very blue today, aren't you? I just remembered I keep forgetting to check the Magikarp behind me when I spawn in. So, when I respawn, we're gonna look at that Magikarp. Alright, here we go. Oh, get ready for a shiny Magikarp. Here we go. Here it is. Maybe next time. Maybe next time, Magikarp. I'm a carp, not a... It's Jesus. By the way, something I've been doing lately, I started watching a new TV series. Well, new to me, I should say. You know how there's always those TV shows that you see on like shorts and stuff. I know I talk about how I don't like watching short form content. Occasionally I get caught up in watching it. But I was watching some, and I keep seeing clips of the same show come on over and over, called The Mentalist. And I kept getting, like, every time I'd watch it, I'd be like, this show seems really fun, I should watch it. This show seems really fun, I should watch it. And earlier this week, I went ahead and I started watching it. And so I've started watching The Mentalist now. And oh my god, is it a good show. I'm only 6 episodes in so far. When I came back from work last night, I came back really late, so I wasn't too tired yet. So I went ahead and I watched a few more episodes. It's so good. It's really good. I know a lot of what happens, a decent amount of what happens already, because, you know, I saw a decent amount of the show through shorts and stuff. But I started watching it, and it's so good. I really like Patrick Jane. I really like Lisbon as well. She is such a badass. But man, I am enjoying that show, so that is something to look forward to for me. I did recently finish watching a show, so I had a slot in my mind to pick up a new one, and I was kind of juggling around what I wanted to watch. And yeah, I was like, you know what, I always like watching shorts for this, might as well. It's a really, really good show. I know I'm only like 6 episodes in, but still. I'm really liking it so far. I almost went round to watching The Rookie as well, because the shorts for that made it look good. But in the end, I kind of decided against it. I felt like the Mentalist was more of what I was looking for. Maybe I'll check out The Rookie at some point in the future, but... that's one of your faves? Do you like The Rookie as well? I know a lot about what happens in The Rookie now, though. But that's like, The Rookie and The Mentalist was like the 2 shows that were being recommended to be the most through short form content. The Rookie's still ongoing though, isn't it? I know The Mentalist has ended. But I believe The Rookie is still going. It's got a lot of episodes, apparently. It's so good. The season finale ended on a cliffhanger. Ooh, even more goodies to come. From what I hear, it's very popular, so I don't think it has any risk of cancellation anytime soon. So I hope you continue enjoying the show. It seems good from the clips I was watching. It's just it's very hard to tell what a show is like from short form content. I've realized, even though it introduced me to The Mentalist, already from watching 6 episodes, the show has a completely different vibe to what it is in shorts, and for the better, I should say. The shorts really misrepresent the show, because they trim everything down. They trim down the empty gaps between dialogue. They trim down the little bit of like facial reactions, the little like slight twangs in how they say things. It really it neuters the chemistry of the actors. And I feel like it does the same for The Rookie as well. Also replacing the music with like corny TikTok music all the time as well. 911 is one of your favorites too. My sister watches 911. She says she really likes it. I've watched a few episodes with her for it. Why am I up here? Launch is down here. Yeah, my sister watches 911 and 911 Lone Star as well. A lot of cop shows. Oh, they cancelled Lone Star? Ah, I didn't hear about that. I guess that's the risk with spin-offs. You never really know how it's gonna go. Too many things try to spin off and it just doesn't pan out. It happened with The Boys as well. I really liked the spin-off Gen V, but they cancelled Gen V, which is a shame. Because in my opinion, Gen V ended up being a lot more interesting than The Boys. So I'd rather see a continuation of Gen V, but oh well. I'm kind of done with that cinematic universe anyway. I wasn't a fan of how The Boys played out. So I personally will not be watching the next spin-off that they've already announced, which is Fort Rising, I believe. I'm just going to pass on that. Considering how The Boys went and how Gen V kind of got pushed to the side, I'm not going to get involved anymore. There's a Nashville spin-off and it's not good. You feel like it's just a copy of Lone Star. That's a shame. Too many things are trying to franchise, I feel like. Like, oh, you gotta watch this spin-off and this spin-off, and then that all combines together into the main show, and then this spin-off, and then this movie, and then back to this show, and then this show, and then this, and it's like, it's too much. I don't want to have to do homework to figure out what order to watch things in. Just, like, make one show, please. Just one show. We don't need, like, 1,000 spin-offs in the same universe. That's why, if I ever get around to, like, ever writing that book idea I had, I would make everything like it'd basically just be one story. If I wanted to focus on another area of that world, I'd try and incorporate it into the main story. I wouldn't like just create a whole new group or anything. I feel like spin-offs are kind of like they're at that point where they're no longer really that satisfying. Because everyone's trying to do them. The hunting party is amazing. What's the hunting party? Is that another one 911 show? I gotta actually open to get in. Open. There's a lot of shows I gotta check out, to be honest. I also heard that there's a show called From, which is good, that I want to check out. Also, I've always been intrigued by Supernatural. I always want to try out Supernatural, but then I see how many episodes there are of Supernatural, I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of episodes. I've never watched a show from start to end that has that many episodes. Like, when I started JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it had just under 200 episodes before I caught up. And then when I watched Hunter x Hunter, it had about 160 episodes. Those were the two longest series that I watched start to finish. Because when I started JoJo at the time, it was parts 1 through 4. So it was before part 5 came out and before part 6. So it didn't have that many episodes. It's different when you're watching it as it comes out, of course. Because, you know, it's no longer a backlog, it's more of a watching it as it happens. It's an FBI group hunting escaped criminals. That's all you say, because I don't know what your comfort level is. THP is so good. You consider it a thriller. Ah, nice. Yeah, probably best to keep comfort levels cozy for stream. Yep. We be all chill and all that. Well, thanks for keeping that in mind. Definitely appreciated. Man, I really like this track. This is another Minecraft track. Minecraft has so much good music. I don't know why I said that so weird. You know what? Because I said that weird, I'm going backwards. I'm going to check out the Flabébé again. Because we had a shiny Flabébé earlier. Do we have another? The answer is no. Or... no. Okay, no shiny Flabébé. Had to check though. You never... I've been spawning in a Spinnerack this entire time? Holy moly. What made that noise? What are you? Another Spinnerack. There's a lot of Spinnerack here. I guess we should keep an eye on this Spinnerack. That might be shiny at some point. Not everyone likes that kind of show, but I do because it's written by... it's just amazing writing by J.J. Bailey. Yeah, it's always nice when like you find a really good writer, and they're like consistently good. Another show, I will say, we keep going back to, to shows that we watched. A show that I watched that I really, really enjoyed. I gotta remember what it's called. Oh, I gotta look up what it's called. I want to make sure I get the name right. What is it called? The Residence. There we go. The Residence. It is It's a really good. It's one series. The Residence is so good. I love Cornelia Cup. She is such an amazing character. Had a lot of fun watching that show. I mean, I love this show Manifest, but it started getting weird. Ah, that's a shame. The one thing that always breaks my heart about The Residence, though, is that one of the key roles was meant to be played by Andre Braugher, who sadly passed away as they were filming. For those who don't know, he was Captain Holt in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is another show I really, really like. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was amazing as Captain Holt. But he was meant to be in The Residence, in the role that Giancarlo played. That was his role initially, but unfortunately he passed during filming. I say he passed during filming. He passed during the break during filming because of the pandemic. They had to take a pause, and he passed during that pause. Yeah, it is sad. Extremely good actor. I should check if there's any shinies up there. Anything up to... Ow! Do you mind? I'm trying to take a look at what shinies are up there. How rude. That was a headshot, by the way. That was directly in my face. That is still regular. I can see the yellow through the grass. I should check if I'm spawning anything near here as I leave. I don't think I am. Like, there's no Pokemon here. That is... Ooh, that might be low enough to actually spawn something in. That's not as tall of a building as I thought. But it's not tall enough to be shiny right now. I'm just checking in case there is something I've accidentally spawned in. I guess when I leave... Yeah, when I leave I'm here, so... That fletchling's too far away, maybe. I just want to make sure I'm definitely not spawning in like an accidental shiny around here. Okay, no. We would have seen one by now. And of course I had to open my mouth. Who is it? Who is it? I knew it. I knew it. Is there someone in that tunnel? No, I can't swim. It's got to be someone up here, right? It's got to be. Who is it? Who's the shining? Is it someone in here? Is it a Flabébé? It wouldn't be one of you guys, would it? Yep, it's a Flabébé. Alright, in you get. It's a white flower Flabébé. I have a feeling that might be completely unrelated. That might be a bit too far away from where I walk out. But you know what? I'll take it. Maybe it is related. Who knows? Who knows? White flower. We're gonna call you Daisy. There you go, you're Daisy because you're on a daisy. But it's spelled really, really weirdly. Don't question me on it. Hey, Ezzy, welcome. We just got a shiny Flabébé. We're on phase 7 now. And we are continuing. Yeah, we're on C now. We did get a shiny Alpha Slowbro earlier too. We're at the moment looking for Clauncher or Clawitzer. That is the C that I'm going for. That's the CIC that spawns in the sea. Even though this is not the sea, but that doesn't work. How's everyone? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. How are you? I did realize recently, well, I realized the other day that I have not uploaded to YouTube in a while, so I'm hoping that, because I have an emptier week next week, I'm hoping that I can probably get this whole thing edited in that time. Because I did realize, I was looking at YouTube, at my YouTube stats. It's been over 2 weeks since I last uploaded a video, and I do typically like to upload once every 2 weeks at least. This one, I understand, is going to take a little longer though, so I don't want to rush anything, and I don't want to like spit out a small like mediocre video in the meantime either. I want to put all my focus on this. Struggling with resets for uni though? Yeah, I'm sorry. Hopefully that goes better for you. Yeah, uni's tough. Uni's rough. Yeah, hopefully we can finish this week. I do have some days where I can continue shiny hunting. I'm hoping to at least get C today. To be honest, looking at the time at the moment, it may be that I have to start. I have to stop after I get C. We shall see. So far, we've not had it spawn, despite it being the most common thing apart from Stunfisk in this wild zone. We've not had it show up yet, but we've had 7 other things. 7. Make that 8 for this Magikarp. Bring. Just kidding. It is not shiny. Also, I keep looking at this Stunfisk over here, because there's a Stunfisk hidden back there that you can't see too well, but I always look for the yellow, because if you see yellow, it's not shiny. If you see blue, it is shiny. Stunfisk, my favorite. Ooh, yay. Just have this one paper that does not want to be written. Every time you try, you get so frustrated you can't write. Yeah, it's always really difficult. One of the things that I did that helped me write papers during uni, I would write it as bullet points at first. I would just start as just raw bullet points, not even chronologically. I would just write down bullet points. What do I want to talk about this? And I just, if it pops in my head, I'll just write it down. Very loose outline. I just write it down, and I'd expand it bullet point by bullet point to the point where I turn each bullet point into a sentence, and then that sentence I can combine with other sentences into paragraphs, and then I'd reshuffle it around to be the sort of in the right place. I read it through, make it a bit more coherent between the paragraphs. What did I study? I studied digital media. So I did a lot about... So for digital media for my uni, I didn't know... to be honest, I still don't. I didn't know what I wanted to do for a job. So I went for an area that I was interested in, that had jobs, but also it was a general course that taught me a variety of skills. So I learned web design, image design, poster design, film editing, audio editing. I learned... video editing came very in handy, by the way. I also learned how to code with JavaScript, how to animate. I did animations as well. But also a lot of it was dissertations on how do designs work, what is like connotation, what is denotation, stuff like that. Whoop, I missed. Also, that writing tactic sounds good. It's what works for me. When I struggled, it was... I would bullet point things bit by bit. I still do it when I write scripts for the talking parts of my videos. I always do bullet points first. I keep doing this tactic. I do bullet points first, then I expand on them with the inset bullet points under each point, and then I'd make them into paragraphs, and I'd reorganize it into what would be a better format, and then I'd change it to make it flow better. You're bad at research papers, so the one you wrote for your history class, you BS'd. That hurt jobs, very much so not the case for what I'm studying, art history. There's still a decent amount you can do for art history. I'd say museums would be a good place to go as well, like an art museum. You could do like sort of like after you do art history, you could see if there's like I guess like an apprentice course for art history, or I guess archaeology could be a path you could go down as well. Because archaeology is somewhat art history related, I guess. It depends how historic you're going, of course. Thinking of doing another bachelor's degree, actually, in interior architecture. Oh, that also sounds. You know, that actually plays in quite well with you having at least some part of art history. I'd say that has some transferable skills. Are you planning on doing that after you finish art history, or are you going to drop art history to do interior? I keep saying interior to do interior architecture. BSing is a surprising valuable school. Oh, absolutely. LinkedIn is built on BSing. I don't think a truthful sentence has ever been said on LinkedIn. I hate LinkedIn with a passion as well. It's how I got my job, but I still hate it. It is such a fake platform. Yeah, it's rough. I only got my job because of connections as well. Like, I did... To be fair, I was qualified for the job. I just didn't know about the job. I was only told about it because of connections I had. Like, oh, hey, this person who I work with is hiring. You might want to look into it. I'll send you their post. And that's how I got it. I was able to get it on my own without any connections, fortunately, but I would not have found that job otherwise. Finish art history first, then the other one. Already spent 3 years on this study and a lot of money, not dropping out now. Yeah, I was going to say, depending on how far in you are, you might as well finish and say that you have 2 bachelors. Because I remember during when I was at uni, someone dropped out during the 3rd year, and I was just... I remember thinking, like, you might as well finish it at that point. Even if you don't get, like, a great grade, at least finish it. Just to say that you have, like, a bachelor. Because a lot of the time, people don't care what you got a bachelor in. They just care that you got a bachelor at all, because it shows, like, you've learned how to work as a team, you can work independently, you know how to do research. Sometimes, with degrees, the topic that you took your degree in comes second. Which is something I learned during uni. Yeah, people judge the humanities so much. They absolutely do. You have to pay me too much just to write some post about how working overtime is good. Oh yeah, I hate that. You seen some cool animation-related content? Yeah, there's some pretty cool animation stuff. But most of the you'll find a lot more on YouTube than on LinkedIn, but still, you'll see some cool stuff on there. I still remember this one LinkedIn post I saw was about like a guy proposing to his girlfriend. He's like, I proposed to my girlfriend recently. She said yes. This is what it taught me about B2B sales. I'm like, dude, take a day off. Be happy. Who cares about B2B sales? You're engaged. You're not on LinkedIn yet, but it sounds like hell to you. I do not go on it anymore. Ever since I got my job, I do not go on it. I mean, maybe I should post on it every once in a while, but I just... It's such a nothing platform, and recently Microsoft got in trouble for scraping user data without consent off of it too. It's the exact place to go where you want to see people who spend too much time at work brag about how they are better than you. And then you see people who do less work than you earn more money than you, and you're like, oh, okay. Alright. Oh, dude, I love shareholders. Shareholders are my friend. Dude, when a shareholder says, does it have AI in it? I go, ooh, I love that you asked me that question. Ask me if it has AI in it again. Does it have Web3 and NFTs? Those are the big thing right now. Oh, thank you, shareholder. You have such valuable insight. Hey, shareholder, I have a new idea I want to do. No, I want you to update old idea and make it bad instead. Okay. You saw some cool tips about improving your ArtStation page. So LinkedIn has, yeah, it does. It definitely has some value to it. It's just overall that website is just, it's not good. It's like it's basically a website that is 99% the finance bros you see on Twitter. That's basically what LinkedIn is. You avoid those pages? Yeah. I definitely... I try to, but it's just... It's very hard to on LinkedIn, because most people on there are just that. It's all showboating. Make your product just that little bit worse so we can sell it, sell more of it when people need to replace it. I love planned obsolescence. Your stepdad sometimes shows cool inventions and stuff on there. Oh, that's cool. What's that, Mr. Shareholder? You want us to change the warranty so that it's 1 year less than what it normally would be, so that the product that would last 4 years only gets covered for 3, so that every 4 years they have to buy a new one? Huh, interesting. It makes so much profit for the shareholders. Need to do more collaborations with big brands. You should put Vine in your game. Let's alienate our existing user base so that we can make more profit in the short term. Who cares about long-term games? Yeah, exactly. Who cares about keeping users happy? And if this ends up sinking, that's okay. We're shareholders. We can go to a different platform and ruin it. Hooray! Dude, I love shareholders. They're so cool and kind. Maybe the algorithm is in your favor because you don't see Tech Bros on it. You are very lucky then. Oh yeah, we love capitalism. Dude, I love the 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Although, I will say that is not what my job is. You'll never forgive Apple for removing the headphone jack. I will not forgive Samsung for doing the same thing. They made fun of Apple for doing it, and then they did it themselves. I don't want to buy a dongle. I just want to put headphones in. I don't want Bluetooth. It is the best economy. It's how the free market works. But remember, if a company that we like goes down in the free market, then we can always bail them out. But if you go down in the free market, that's your fault. Even though your funds are being stolen. We are getting very political today. Let's move on. Let's not get political. let's talk about Bluetooth. Oh. Yeah, rest in peace, headphone jack. Wired headphones were so good. I do use a lot of Bluetooth now. This song is nice. It is really nice. Animal Crossing has a lot of really nice music. Very peaceful. Full of peace. I said peace really weird and it sounded like a different word. Sorry. It's full of peace. P-E-A-C-E. Peace. I want to check if this Flabébé is shiny again. Okay, it is not. You're especially mad they got rid of the headphones jacks when they definitely could fit it in so many phones. So, oh yeah, definitely. They could easily fit it in phones. Wired earphones came in clutch when you drop your phone every once in a while. Oh yeah, definitely. They would fill up with lint a lot though, that jack. So much lint would end up going in them. Maybe it was just random last time? What was last time? What are you referring to, sorry? I've already forgotten. What the random was. Yeah, headphone jacks can, like... They can catch a lot of lint. I remember on my old phone, there was... on my old phone. I have since upgraded since my previous one. My old phone. Oh yeah, I feel like it might have spawned in because I ran up here, actually. So it could be that I spawned it in. Because I do run up here every time. My headphone jack kept filling up with lint, so I'd have to pull it out every once in a while. I noticed the same for the charging port though, so I got to be careful about that. The charging port also fills up with lint, but not as much because it's not as open as the headphones. They can fit one on tiny phones in the 2010s, but they can't fit it on slabs today. Oh, there's ads. No worries. Yeah, they could fit the earphone jack on like iPod Nanos pretty easily. iPod Shuffles. Who remembers iPod Shuffles? iPod Shuffle made a comeback recently because people wanted music without, you know, Spotify ads and without having to deal with screens. So iPod Shuffle became a thing. Again, like it made a resurgence. Because people are valuing MP3 players which isn't streaming. Because there's so much ads in Spotify. Like, as much as I like using Spotify, I tried using Premium for a bit, but it didn't... The platform just didn't work smoothly enough to justify spending that much money a month. And then they raised the price, at least for me. The price went up even more. Flack my beloved. Yeah, I used to have Premium for a little bit, but I just, like... I couldn't justify it after a bit. For at least my experience, it didn't feel like I was getting, like, as much as I should. You don't really want to use Bluetooth headphones since you're scared you'll lose them and just spend more money. Also, batteries are not that sustainable. Yeah, definitely. I have Bluetooth headphones at the moment. They seem pretty good. I use them for my Switch as well. But I have Bluetooth headphones, not earphones. I specifically want headphones because I don't want, like, one earphone to fall out and drop and just roll into, like, the back rooms or whatever. You don't use Spotify in the brief experience you had. You don't understand how anyone could use them without Premium. I use it occasionally without Premium, and when ads come on, I just close the program. Use Spotify Premium so much, so for the ease of listening, it is worth, but the pay for artists sucks. Yeah, it does. Like, the amount of ads on there is really bad. But also at the same time, it's a lot of money, and I just can't justify spending that much a month. You can listen to music in the car and don't have to worry about touching your phone or getting into an accident. For my car, I'm a bit old-fashioned. I stick to the radio. I listen to the radio instead in the car. I did try listening to Spotify playlists for a bit, but I'd actually end up getting distracted because I know I can skip ahead for songs, and I could skip to a better song. But I found when it's a radio, I just know like, oh, I'm not in control of what song plays. I'll just listen to the radio. So I just listen to the radios now when I drive. Simple functions like choosing where in the track you want to play and choosing songs. Choosing the song from your playlist should be basic functionality. Here's the thing. It is basic functionality on the PC version. On the mobile, it's like intentionally worse on the mobile version because they know that you're on the go. You love being able to skip a song in case you're not in the mood to listen to that? Yeah, I can understand that. Your brother listens to CDs in his car. Yeah, CDs are cool. I need to check if I have a CD player in my car, actually. I might put in a CD if I can. Or I can always just put in like an... Oh my... Okay. It's the Klowitzer. It's actually the Klowitzer. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh, holy moly. We got the good pool. We got the good pool. Look at this thing. Hit him with the ice beam. Okay, hit him with the aura sphere. Look at this cannon. Hit him with the water pulse. Okay, man. Oh my god. Shiny Alpha Claw. That is probably the best possible thing we could have gotten. My target was either Clauncher or Klowitzer, and we got the Alpha Klowitzer. That is so good. That is honestly so good. I am very, very happy with that. Man, ooh. I'm happy to leave that there. That is, wow. I think that's a good place to end today's stream. We're 2.5 hours in. And yeah, I think that's a good place to end it. We spent a lot of time in Wild Zone 11 today, but we got it finished in one stream. And we got the best possible thing. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you all so much for coming by. I'll see you guys next stream for potentially the last one. We only got 2 left. So next stream, potentially the final one. So I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.